Hello everyone, you're welcome back. Today's recipe, I'll be showing you how I made this delicious looking pepper stew. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, and to my returning subscribers, thanks for watching. Please, if you're new to my YouTube channel, support me by subscribing. Thank you. To make this recipe, I'll be showing you the following ingredients. I've got 3 colors of bell peppers, and I'll be using 4 from each colors. I've got Scotch Bonnet, so 5 is just okay for me as I do not like my food too spicy. I'll be using some onions. Please feel free to use as much onions and Scotch Bonnet. I've got red oil. I will also be using some grounded crayfish. If you're a vegetarian, you can make this recipe without crayfish. I've got some dry bongo fish. Please, you can make this recipe without fish, or feel free to use any fish of your choice. I've got Maggie Cube, some salt to taste. I'll be using locust beans. I always like to add locust beans to the pepper stew. It just gives it a nice flavor, but you can make pepper stew without one. To make this stew, you will need a lot of meat, different kind of assorted. I use pomo, which is also called cow skin. I use shaki, which is also part of the cow intestine. I'll start by seasoning the shaki. I added the salt, Maggie Cube, paprika, dry grounded pepper, and oregano seasoning. I will also be adding a bit of black pepper. I'll mix the ingredient with the shaki, then I'll leave it cook until the shaki is well cooked. The shaki is well cooked, and I'll gently drain out the water from the shaki. And this is the goat meat which I'll be using to make the sauce. Please note that all the meat has to be chopped very small. For seasoning, I'll be adding some curry powder, Maggie Cube, fresh thyme. You can also use the dry thyme, salt, and I also blended onions, Scotch bonnet, garlic, and ginger. While the goat meat is cooking, I'll be chopping the pomo, which is also called cow skin. Gently chop them with knife. Not too big, very small. Please, if you're new or if you've been watching my videos and you've not yet subscribed, please support me by subscribing and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos, and also like this video. Thank you so much. The shaki and the goat meat is well cooked, and I'll be grilling the shaki and the goat meat. Please note that you can also fry the shaki or the goat meat, whichever one you prefer. And then I'll be blending the bell peppers, onions, and Scotch bonnet. I added just a full cup of water. And this is what you want the blended pepper to be like. It shouldn't be too smooth, just as you can see in the video. I will get a little sieve, then I will sieve out the water from the pepper. This is the water which I added to blend the pepper. This is the water I got from the pepper. So to blend another portion of the pepper, I'll just use the same water. And then I'll repeat this process until I'm done blending all the peppers. Following this method will help the pepper not to be too watery. And it just makes it dry up quickly without wasting too much time. When I'm done blending, I'll be cooking the pepper. I'll cook the pepper until the pepper is very dry. Just so you know, this is the water I got from the blended peppers. I do not throw the water away. What I'll do, I'll just put it in the freezer, then I'll use it for when I need to cook jollof rice. So this pepper water is very useful. While the pepper is cooking, please ensure you stir the pepper regularly. I'll be cooking the pepper until the pepper is well dried. I really like it very dry. At this point, the pepper is cooked and very dry, just like I like it. And the grilled shaki and goat meat is also ready. To start cooking the stew, you will need a pan. I always prefer to use pan, but if you don't, you can make use of pot. I'll just pour some oil in the pan. Please feel free to add as much palm oil as you will need. When the food is cooked, we can always drain out any excess oil. To bleach the palm oil, it's best to cover it. I'll bleach the oil until the color of the oil changes to what you can see in the video. When the oil is well bleached, next thing I'll be going in with some chopped onions. You can also make this recipe using fish. You can either dry the fish or fry, whichever one you prefer. I'll be frying the onions on a high heat until the onions is soft and tender. Next thing I'll be doing is to turn the fried onions and oil into the cooked pepper. And then I'll be adding all the seasoning. I started by adding the locust beans. Please note that this is optional. Grounded crayfish, but if you're a vegetarian, you can also make this recipe without one. Some salt and Maggie Cube. At this point, I'll ensure all the ingredients is well mixed with the cooked pepper. Please feel free to add as much oil as you prefer. I'm a bit careful when cooking with palm oil, just so you know. I'll be going in with the dry bonga fish. Please note that you can also make this recipe without fish. Sometimes I cook it without adding fish. I'll be adding the chopped pomo and I also added the shaki. If you haven't tried this recipe before, please ensure you do. The taste is so delicious. The goat meat is a bit soft, so I'll be adding it much later. I'll be frying this pepper sauce on a low heat for about 10 minutes. I will fry the pepper sauce until the oil settles on top of the pepper. You can see in the video the outcome of the pepper stew. And finally, I'll be adding the goat meat. The reason why I didn't add the goat meat with the pomo and shaki was because it was a bit soft. I'll be cooking the pepper stew on a low heat for another 10 minutes until the oil settles on top of the pepper. And at this point, the pepper stew is ready. I'll just use a spoon to take out the oil, but feel free if you do not want to do this. This stew can be eaten with any rice, but the day I made this stew, I actually ate it with the local brown rice. And the taste was wow. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if you're new or if you've been coming and you've not yet subscribed, support your girl by subscribing. Turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos. And don't forget to like the video. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate. Have a lovely day. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye and bye.